Hello, everybody, and welcome to our free live preview of California Psychics, where we showcase one of our top tier psychics available and what it's like to get a reading with us at California Psychics. Today, we will be answering a few lucky viewers' questions for free during this 1-hour live stream. I am your moderator of today's live stream, and we are joined by one of our fan favorites here on the live streams and here with California Psychics, Psychic Rika. How are you doing today, Rika?
Woohoo! I'm doing good. I mean, this is crazy. It's January the 26th. Like, what the heck?
I know. We are really kicking off this new year with a bang, and as well, I do want to shout out our brand new giveaway that we have active. It launched last week, but we have our Locked In on Love giveaway, where a user can win up to $500 in free reading credits.
Wow.
One user, one winner. For CaliforniaPsychics.com, and this is for a Love and Life Path reading package. Yes, as I just mentioned, and you can enter in using the link in the chat that I will be posting right now for everybody. But if you haven't entered already, then this is a free entry for you to win a $500 credit for CaliforniaPsychics.com, and the entry will be active until February 8th, and I just noticed there was a little bit of an issue putting that link onto Facebook, but don't worry, I'll get it there in just a second. But it is open until February 8th, So a couple of weeks from now. So if you haven't put your entry in already, make sure you go ahead and do so that you can go ahead and win that $500 free credit. And you get a free promo code just for entering. So make sure you do that so you can get your free promo code as well, just as a thank you gift. But we are here today for our free live preview of California Psychics and to answer some questions today. So let's go ahead and get started with some ground rules of questions that we are able to answer today. Unfortunately, we are not able to answer any legal or medical related questions. And this can include questions about treatments, medications, or fertility questions. And for legal, this can include questions about court cases, custody battles, and general court decisions. If you do ask about another person, please make sure you at least include their first name within your question. This will allow Psychic Rika to connect faster and more accurately answer your question today. And as my final note, I want to urge all users who are joining us today to not add any accounts who send you a friend request for a psychic reading after the live stream today. These users are not associated with California Psychics, and the only way to receive a guaranteed reading with one of our verified psychics here is to visit californiapsychics.com. And without any further ado, we can go ahead and begin answering some questions today, Rika, if you are ready, or feeling like if you want to go into any insight that you have to share today.
Well, we can do it too. I want to share, I decided today that I wanted to share with you all like at least the top 3 things I do to stay psychically open, connected, intuitive. I'm not a boundary girl, have no desire to put boundaries up. I never will. I'm in your business. That's how it's going to be. So I'll tell you the first one, then we'll take a question, and then maybe like I'll just like throw them in, through the thing. But the number one way that I really can get access to my intuitive abilities is exercise, sweat, body movement. I do body movement before work, except for I work first thing in the morning, because it prepares me to sit. So any kind of physical exercise where you're sweating, you can get out of your brain. Because this job already requires being in a meditative state in a way. So the physical exercise can add to that. Plus it clears your mind body, gives you physical strength. So you have the stamina to actually receive a lot of information quickly. So the number one way to be connected to your intuition is movement. Get moving.
Yes, I can definitely believe in that. You kind of get into that mental state where your mind is active, but your body both your mind and your body are active, but you're ready to reach out into kind of that higher level of thinking while keeping yourself occupied. I know exactly what you mean.
It makes a tremendous difference. Once I did that, when I first started this company, I was first off over 100 pounds heavier than I am now. And it was okay, but I had so much empathy, right? I could get off the calls and just cry. And I wasn't sure if I just quit or what, because there was just so much empathy and I was holding it in. But as soon as I started running on the treadmill and started dropping some of that, and even I wasn't running fast, even if I did not lose weight, but as soon as I started running, I had a physical ability to let go of all that empathy. And so then you can go deeper because you don't want just empathy. You want all sorts of ways. You want solutions and sorts of things. So yeah. Okay. But let's get going, I guess.
Absolutely. No, wonderful way to start us off, Rika. And to start us off with our first question today and kick off our free live preview of California Psychics, we have a question here from June. And just for our audience as well, if you haven't, or just make sure you put your questions a lot in the chat. I know we've gotten a little bit have a late start. Just put your questions in the chat and we'll try our best to answer as many as we possibly can. June is asking you, Psychic Rika, do you see Nick staying with her or is he going to be moving to a different state? Thank you in advance.
I do think he's moving, but what's interesting is I wrote down an L, then a slash, like almost, I wrote down like Jane, but you're June. So I'm not sure if there's an L connected to Nick or if it's just the ending of that name there. Here we go. Take an exhale. Think of the word listen. Also, I feel connected to your father in some way, June, even if whether he's living or passed. I feel like this man is going to move, but I feel like either it's temporary or even him moving won't keep you guys from being together, because they say he might be moving, but they also show a future where you can be living together or even like the equivalent of marriage, if not married. Also, a dog energy is connected here. And of course, if you've done my Facebook lives, anything that if you're listening and anything I say, that's verification, is ways of saying yes to certain things and stuff like that. So even if it seems silly, a dog or your dad or whatever, like these are ways of connecting. But that's what I got. I got that it wasn't one or the other. And even if she thinks it is because you got kids and you can't move or something, it sounds like it's not one or the other, and that maybe we need to broaden this idea for a solution, or broaden our mind to solutions we cannot see yet.
Wonderful. Thank you, June, for submitting your question today. And we really hope that you enjoyed that answer from Psychic Rika. If you did, we would love to hear about it in the chat as well, so we can go ahead and put it up on the screen. But thank you for attending the live stream today. Our next question for you, Rika, as we move on very quick, is from Tiara here, wanting to know simply, in her relationship with Michael, is he going to propose this year?
Well, I'm not talking about pregnancies or anything like that, but I tell you, the first image that came through was a sweet looking family. Yeah. There's a male connected to Michael, which is important. That's either going to be his brother, best friend, or suppose his dad. I think it's here alive. It's someone you should know. Like I'd have you verify, well, is his best friend like this? And you'd say yes. And then, so let me give you a date if they'll let us, if they'll let you not be surprised. Okay. I got May. The other date that hit was August, but they say like May 16, May 17, May with a 6 or 7, which could be 3 different 6 or 7s in the month, each month. But May, and then also the month of August popped up. So Tiara, if you're listening and May and August mean things such as significant dates like birthdays, anniversaries, days of passing, let us know. But that's what I get. So it could obviously be between those months, but I heard May and then I heard August. So the answer is yes, but really what triggered it was a desire for family that I felt within Michael, and a desire for family, which I feel within you, even if you guys already have your own kids. But I just felt a desire of family, and that family seemed to have children.
All right. Thank you, Tiara, for submitting your question today. I did see somebody ask how to just submit a question. Yes, please just put your questions in the chat, and we will try our best to answer as many possible questions as we can during today's live stream. But Tiara, thank you for your question today. And we hope
he has doubts, that Tiara has a lot of doubts, and those, I think it's sometimes people have doubts about the people, but they think if they can find out, well, if he's going to propose to me, that'll take my doubt away. But remember, marriage is a big deal. So if there's doubts you have, you can see that. Okay. There's doubts. If there's doubts you have, like just hearing that someone likes you or just hearing that they'll propose isn't always how your doubts go away. So if you have doubts, you need to deal with those internally.
All right. Thank you again, Tiara. Next question is going to be here from Angela. Angela is wanting to know our 2 separate questions. So we'll try and divide our time evenly real quick. For career and love, Rika, will she be getting the promotion to be a director for her? Yes, the director position. And will her ex, Drexel, be contacting her soon to apologize? Thank you in advance, Rika.
What if he contacts you without the apology? So I'm just going to try to take some of the loaded stuff out of here for some reason. Drexel was the street I grew up on. Shh, don't tell nobody. Okay, let's see. Angela, will go the promotion? I do think you can get that promotion, but I'm also being told that you can also find another position, another company that might pay you more. Like if you're thinking to yourself, I don't know that I want to stay, but I want the director, yes, and they put a J name next to it. So hopefully there's someone at work with a J or G. Would that be the first name or last name, which connects you to the director position? Sure, honey, you should be a director. You'd be a great director. It's weird. All of a sudden she had a white coat on, which could be medicine, IT, science or medicine, or IT, which is a science. And they put a clipboard in front of you, which was interesting. And it was like the month of May, and you were definitely a director. I think you'd be an excellent director. Okay, now the ex Drexel. Oh, okay, so everyone that's listening, let's get us connected here in these calls. So we're all listening. I know you all want your questions answered, but the easiest way for us to get through is if we're all collectively here for each other. Okay, so we all want each person's question to be answered. That's what we want. So let's be here for each other in our minds and bodies so that I don't have 1,000 different minds trying to talk to me at once kind of thing. Okay, I guess I can hear you. Honey, They say Drexel does come back around, not Drexel, excuse me, your ex, which is Drexel, comes back around towards February. I find you to still be dissatisfied. I feel like there's still going to be problems. I think there'll be another down. Then I think he'll come back in May or June with probably the way that you want him to come back. So it sounds like you have a very distinctive way that you would take this guy back, which is appropriate. Each person should have their own decision on that. I think he will try to reach out. It probably won't be what you want. You probably would hang out with him. Then you probably get discouraged. Then you would walk away and they show about May. If that's all good for you and that's worth it for you, then go for it. I also have to tell you there's a really tall person, which to me is not Drexel, a very tall person and a different direction for you that I think might give you more of what you want. But the answer is yes, Drexel will contact you soon. The apology, though, feels like it's later.
All right. Thank you, Angela, for submitting those questions today. We really hope that you enjoyed those answers from Psychic Rika as well. Moving on quickly to our next question. We have one I spotted, Hensha. Now, just from this, I noticed that you may recognize Hensha. So her question to you during this live stream is, how is Gandhi feeling about her, and when will, and I'm going to assume here, so please correct me, Hensha, when will he reach out to her?
Or tell me how he feels, something like that. Okay, before I say that, I want to tell you my number 2 way of clearing out psychically is definitely journaling. You can't know what you're hearing if you don't know what you're feeling. So you should write down your feelings in the beginning, whether you understand where they come through or not. When you write down your feelings, then you're able to, within a short amount of time, 30 seconds, a minute, understand, okay, that's not me, that's this. And you'll be able easier to understand where those things are coming from. It cuts off hours of times for people that just sit there going, haha, I don't know, I don't get it. So there's a lot of good ways that you can cut through all the riffraff by just writing down exactly what you're feeling. You believe me, they're just words, so write them down, but you'll know how to go about it. I don't know if I remember Gandhi from any of these readings, so let's see how he feels about her. Well, Hensha, it's a low vibration with Gandhi. Were you talking to him in December or like 2 weeks ago? Because I'm not getting a lot from Gandhi here at all. I'm getting like fair to Midland, which is a really weird way to say how he feels. For example, let's say he came to you and said, no, yeah. Okay, so I don't know what he said, but sometimes he'll do this when they're new. I'm not getting a lot, I'm not getting a lot of depth here. But let's say he came to you and said, oh, you're so beautiful, and I want to, spend my life with you, and you're the one, and, let's, I don't know, make babies or something like that. Like, I think then like the next day, like he would be down, like that, like would come down. Yep. It's been 2 weeks. Yeah. You know what, Hensha? Let's let him go. There's not enough. Not a future. But let me ask you when he'll reach out anyway, because he might. Maybe another 3-5 days. But that's too long, even in the beginning, like shouldn't it be, I don't know. I'm not getting enough vibes here, Hensha. I think you can let this one go. No. I mean, he's not giving feelings to me like he's fair to Midland. There's not enough depth there. He seems like he could have come in with passion, but he, completely, it seems like it's down now, like, and you're verifying that. And he might call you in, 3 to 5 days, and you might go out again. But when you go out again, this time when you go out again, just decide in your mind, I really want to know if I really, really like this guy, because this already sounds like it's going to take forever. Like, I'm already like tired. I'm like, Hensha, you can do better.
Right. Hensha, we are rooting for you in terms of love. So definitely let Psychic Rika know of any updates when they do come your way. Yes, we are rooting for you. And we hope you enjoyed that answer from Psychic Rika and thank you for joining us today as well. Sorry. Now, real quick, we are going to take a real quick pause to shout out Psychic Rika here for those who are wanting to receive a one-on-one reading experience with Psychic Rika away from the live stream and just kind of getting a guaranteed answer to your questions. We're going to give you a quick rundown of how to reach Psychic Rika here. Now, you can do so on CaliforniaPsychics.com or the California Psychics app and reach Psychic Rika through either phone call, online chat, or offline message, whatever way you wish to reach and talk to Psychic Rika here. But Rika, when is the very next time you're going to be online and available for those one-on-one psychic readings on CaliforniaPsychics.com for those who are seeking that guaranteed reading experience with you?
I will be on in 40 minutes. I'll get off a couple minutes early from this to get back on by 4 o'clock California time, 7 o'clock Eastern time. I'm going to stay on for 3 more hours this afternoon. Just because I took an hour away, for the Facebook Live. I'll be back on tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. till 8, and then from 12 to 3 Pacific Standard Time always. And Wednesday is from 12 to 7, and Thursday 6 to 8, and 12 to 3. So I work Mondays a lot, 8 hours on Monday, 7 hours on Wednesday, and 5 hours on Tuesday and Thursday. And then I sometimes get on the weekend, but this weekend I won't because I'm involved in something. So this week it's just these 4 days.
Right. And yes, you can find all that information when you click the link in the description.
Always make a schedule.
Watching right now, that will pull up Psychic Rika's profile on CaliforniaPsychics.com, where you can find all that information she just mentioned, as well as book that one-on-one appointment slot with her. And
I'm ready for some supernatural stuff, Carson. I know everyone's waiting. Let's do it. Let's make some sort of magic.
I was just going to say, if you have any questions about joining California Psychics as well, please let our wonderful customer care line know. They can happily answer any questions that you may have. Cannot shout them out enough. They're super helpful.
Amazing.
Now, I just saw a real quick fire question here from Cheryl, wanting to know if she is going to be finding love this year. What advice do you have?
I'm going to rearrange these questions now that Valentine's Day is coming. Also, the third best way to access your psychic abilities to detach, turn that phone off for a little bit, a day, once a week at least. Like really find a way to be quiet and have space from everything. There's so much things happening all the time. We're always inundated. And I guess I want to change Cheryl's question to, will love find me? I don't know why, but with Cheryl, I wanted to change it. I'm like, where are we going to find that love? Under a rock? Under a tree? Where are we finding it? Although when I said that out loud, they said you find it at the water. So I hope you live near the beach or a river or the water there, Casey, or Cheryl, because literally I switch the question, then I start saying stuff, then I see the water. You already know the person anyway. She already knows she knows. She knows she knows. She knows she knows she knows she knows. Yep, you should know them. You should know that person is a part of your life for at least the last 6 months in some way. Even if you think you don't know, I think if you say, okay, open my eyes so love can find me, they will. This person reminds me of in a uniform, like I want to say delivery, like a postman, right? Or UPS or something like that, like a delivery person. But also the uniform makes me think this person could be driving, maybe he delivers prisoners because he's a police officer or something like that. But I do think this person works in some sort of delivery or service, like a service industry, whether that be government, civic or government. And this person, I know you know him. I know she knows him. I know she does. And if she says, no, I don't, that's okay. But for the reading that you're getting today, you want to say, okay, you know what? Even if I don't know, I know. I don't want to analyze that. What I want is to know that I know him. So open my eyes to see him. So I know that what she's saying is true. Also, who's a letter T or Tom with you, Miss Casey? There's a strong letter T connected to you as a verification. She's going to get married. This woman's going to get it. Whether a psychic told her or not, which I think is important that everyone hears. Like, if you get predictions, they should be able to come true, whether they're repeated to you, whether people tell you again, whether you have 10 psychics verifying it, all comes down to your spirit. Like, what will you do with that answer? Will we roll our eyes and be like, whatever, let me scroll again and ask again in 6 months? Or will you say, you know what, let this be the answer that works for me? And that's what you need to do, because she can get married, or the equivalent. She is. She knows him. Okay, I've said it. It's a repeated record. That's all that will come out. It's a broken record.
Thank you, Cheryl. And thank you, Rika, for that answer for
such a sweet person
Cheryl
too.
here. We are rooting for you, Cheryl, when it comes to love. And if you also want to enter our love and life reading giveaway as well, you can always click the link in the description of the live stream you're watching now. Actually, I believe it is in the chat, not the description. So you are going to have to search for our pinned comment, excuse me. Now, moving on to our next question, though, here. I spotted one here from Elizabeth, wanting to know if she is going to be hearing anytime soon about the opportunity to adopt another baby. So, yes.
That's okay to answer. This is not, you're not predicting medical things here.
No.
Okay, so I get so much emotion with this. It's between March and May. I feel there's a female on the other side. She may have a common name with you, your name or a middle name of yours, like a grandmother energy, or even a mother of you or your husband, I suppose. And March to May, I get March to May. Why don't we just say April 1st? Even if I hear March 16th, I'll just say April 1st. That's what I'm inclined to say because that's somewhere in the middle between March and May, and so much emotion. I just feel like if you can turn all the almost tears or emotion, like the desire is so strong in you that it must make you cry, right? So if you can really turn that kind of, desire, I transform my desire into holding my baby. Elizabeth, with my husband, we will hold our adopted child, no matter what. That's what your tears are turning, but you will, honey, you will. You also have like a GJ sound, so it could be a different language, I suppose, but like George, John, James, etc. Typical names or not typical. And please don't give up. And also, did you ever consider adopting twins? Do people do that? People don't do that, do they? Do they adopt twins? Like, why two babies? Maybe you already have one. I don't know why I can see two babies. Maybe it's not possible to get, maybe there's two choices that come. Does that happen? I don't know enough about adoption. Maybe you get a couple choices and you get to choose. Did you want two kids in your life, Elizabeth? Okay, but that's the answer. We'll say April, middle of between March and May. April 1. That's what we're going to say. And then you're going to say, okay, when you hear this reading, you say, okay, connect me to April 1, connect my desire, my beautiful, beautiful heart desire, and turn all the fears into me holding my baby. Adopt a baby.
All right. Thank you, Elizabeth, for submitting your question today for Rika during today's live stream. We really hope that you appreciate that answer or you enjoyed that answer from Psychic Rika as well.
Thank you.
And she's saying thank you in advance for that answer, Rika. So yes, thank you, Elizabeth, for joining us as well too. Next question, I spotted one here on YouTube from Monique wanting to know a love-related question for you because love is in the air. She is wanting to know if Chris and her have a long-term relationship. Yes, on the horizon. They have been currently long distance and I'm not sure if they have plans to move in or kind of, take that next step with each other.
The first thing I heard was Houston, Texas. Does that mean one of you live in a T-city state like Texas or an H-city state? So that's the first thing I heard. That could be one of you. Anywhere in Texas, honestly, any H or T's connected to location or I guess people. The answer is yes, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. I think this person loves you. I feel like it could go in either direction. I feel like he could move towards you. But maybe you want to move towards him, but I see him coming towards you. There's no doubt in my mind that you guys are going to be able to have a long-term relationship and that you're saying you're not sure if we have plans. So it's interesting how like you're not sure if we have it, but you might be sure of your own desire, right? So maybe like you're not sure if he's got plans, what he's thinking. I guess like I love that you got the collective we, but you probably know what you want your plan to be. So I'm just kind of delineating that so you're not like out in the loop. Yes. I hope that you guys talk about it, in February or March. There's something with his money or work or something around the calendar that's coming up like May, June. Maybe that'll be a good time to move at the end of the summer. But my answer is big yes for you. Big, big, big yes. I wonder why I heard Houston, Texas or HT. Okay. That's it.
Yes, I didn't see any messages come through
yeah.
from her.
Okay.
But thank you, Monique, for submitting that question today, and really hope that you enjoyed that answer from Psychic Rika as well. Now, moving on to our next question here. I spotted one here from Susan. Now, I always love being able to connect to you with Susan here. Rika.
You love Susan,
Monique
huh?
Monique also saying thank you as well. Just to be mindful, since we are about halfway through today's live stream today. Okay, Susan's question for you, Psychic Rika. Today, she keeps on seeing shadows on the floor and to her right. Is Lewis, her forever Valentine, trying to send her a specific message with this sign? And also, just always good to see you, Rika. And thank you, Susan, for joining us today.
Yeah, thank you, Susan. The shadows, Lewis, made me think we're literally like angel. Do you have that song? Is there a song? Is there a song with angel, the word angel in it from when you guys were together? I mean, I know there's lots of songs with angels, so you'll have to tell me which, or tell the audience here if you can think of it in the moment. I know sometimes it's hard in the moment. Angel, like protective angel, like they say it's an angel wing, so he's next to it. I don't think he's the shadow, but I do think he's trying to say he's protecting you with angels, angel wings, angel. Also something about a tattoo that he had or you had, a tattoo. He's your forever angel, not just your forever Valentine. But I feel like he's trying to say, I'm lending you extra spiritual support right now. I'm bringing extra angel energy for you. And also he mentions a dog. So I think there's a dog on the other side. He's also trying to I think he's trying to make you feel happy, secure, and loved, and want you to feel like you're cuddled and you're safe. But that's an angel. He says he's bringing you your angel.
Thank you, Susan, for submitting that question today. And we're always love to get you connected with Psychic Rika on these lives. So thank you for joining us today as well. Next question, seeing...
The last thing you said, it could be like the disco, like when you went clubbing or dancing, and then like it's like trying to give you like a party, but it's an angel party then. Okay.
All right. Thank you. Yes, Susan and Rika for that question for Susan as well. Next question, I saw one here from Teresa. Teresa's wanting to know about love, and yes, Susan also just sending you X's and O's. Love you, Rika. So thank you again, Susan. Teresa's question for you, Rika. She's been having some strong feelings about a new love coming in, but at the same time feeling dreams about an old love from her past, Matthew. Will a relationship be coming on the horizon for her, and will it be through new or an old flame?
Good question. I feel it's new love. I think Matthew in the dream is like a bridge. Like I sometimes tell people, when they're breaking from one kind of past love into the next love, to use the other one's love as justice, like justice with Matthew, or I'm going to turn, Matthew's just a symbol of love. I'm going to turn the symbol of Matthew of love into my new love. I feel that Matthew cares about you. I think he loved you, but I also feel Matthew's maybe just not quite where you're at ability. Like, you might 100% know something. Maybe he's only at 50%. Like, I feel like he's got a lot from the past. I think that the dream of Matthew coming in is like letting you know, like, it's okay to use the spirit of Matthew to turn that into your new love. But also maybe this idea of, like you say, like if it pulls you back and like, well, which one is it going to be? I'm so confused. I think it's a message to say, the one it's going to be is the one that can be for me. The one that can be for me, because obviously it means you're probably also torn in some way deep. Like you maybe don't really want to let Matthew go, even if you have, but you want him because you loved him. And then what about this other person? It's easier to formulate an old person in our minds because then we have something physical to attach love to when we don't know the future. But to me, I think it's a gateway. I think Matthew's there for a gateway. And I think when you get these dreams about love, an old love, say, well, what I'm going to do with these dreams is without a doubt, I'm turning all my old love into new love. And I think by August, although you can meet that person definitely well before August, I think by August you would let us all know here on the live or call and say, you know what, unbelievably, I met a new love. This is a new love to me. There's also geographical landmarks that I'm seeing. I guess I'm seeing like a big green or like a golf course or a country club. So think about what would be like the expanse of a golf course, even if it's not, or big green around you. Is that true where you live? Also, this person does appear to have a nice car. Maybe they're part of the golfing club, the country club. This person has a nice car. Also interesting energy around you is also arrow, like airplane, flying. These are some landmarks. All right.
All right. Thank you, Teresa, for submitting your question today. And we hope you enjoyed.
That's a good question, huh?
from Psychic Rika. Now, I do want to take a quick pause and one, shout out our love reading giveaway that we have active at the moment. Now, if you enter our love giveaway, there are 3 good reasons to enter right now. One, it is quick to enter. It takes only about, I would say, less than 20 seconds just to enter. 2, free to enter. And 3, you get a free promo code just for entering as a little bit of a thank you gift. So wow. You can go ahead and click that link that I just put in the chat as well to go ahead and enter our Locked In on Love Psychic Reading giveaway. And again, this is up for $500 in free reading credits
wow.
to be delivered for one winner. So definitely enter that giveaway. And I want to see a bunch of entries coming in today because, again, there is no way I am seeing a little bit of errors for the YouTube users, but I'll make sure to go ahead and fix that. But there is no reason you have not entered this giveaway so that way you can receive free $500 credit. And yes, you can only enter once, 1 entry per person. And you get a free promo code just for entering as well. Now, Rika, can you please shout out for everybody who is also interested in getting a one-on-one reading experience with you on CaliforniaPsychics.com? When is the very next time that you'll be online and available for a guaranteed question and answer experience for a user?
In 23 minutes. Also, the name Pam or Pamela or a version of Pam kind of is running through me. So I don't know if someone's there with that name, but I feel that strongly. So I'm saying it out loud. I'll work for 3 more hours tonight, like in 23 minutes when this is over. And then I'll work tomorrow morning, 6 to 8, and then 12 to 3, all Pacific Standard Time. Wednesday will be 12 to 7 Pacific Standard Time, and Thursday, 6 to 8, 12 to 3 Pacific Standard Time. And that's what I'll be working this week. I won't be able to get, I have a special thing going on this weekend, so I won't be able to get on during the weekend. Like this weekend, I did get on the middle of the day on Saturday, and it's going to be random typically when I get on the weekend. Pamela, not leaving me, or a similar kind of name. Is that what that says? Parmelia? Is that Pamela? Yeah. Okay. I guess she wants to look at that penguin. Is that a penguin? So cute. Well, I guess we need to see something for Pamela. Pamela, like, it's so crazy. Like, it makes me think like you're about to like pack up and move to a new location. It's like, it almost makes you think like another country, but of course, you know, if you live on one side of the US and go to another, it might feel like another country. Movement. I think you're moving. Or you're thinking to move, or you're thinking to sell your house. There's a water element connected to you. Also, like, I hear the word marriage. So if you're already married, then I know hopefully this goes with the move. But I think big changes are coming in 2026 for you. Like, that could be, why do you move? Retirement, because you sell your house, because if you're not married, then you're going to find your mate, because marriage seems to be a central theme. Also, there's some artistic endeavor connected to you, something you can do that's creative that I think you can take off. Tell me, Pamela, are you thinking to retire and find a place by the water? Are you married and you and your husband are looking for their place, but it's movement? She's moving. She's moving.
All right. Well, thank you, Pamela, for submitting your question today, and Rika spotting that question for us in the corner there.
I don't even know if I spot the question, but the name came before I saw the name on here. Like, I just was hearing Pamela really strong, so I said it.
Next question I see for
she's looking something. There it is. I'm looking to move. All right, she answered it. Okay, I don't know why Pamela I can see out of everyone.
Oh, she's looking.
We'll get back to it.
She is trying to move and looking for love.
Okay, then this is it. So just end the reading with Pamela real quick, because both those things are correct, moving and marriage. So I think what you need to do when you're doing your manifestation, which you all know I like to call getting in rhythm with my desire, I'm going to get right in rhythm with what it is that I want, and then I can be in rhythm with it like a fine music. I think you need to say, I'm going to, really open my eyes to the right place to move where I can get to meet my mate. So I want you to put these things together. Okay. Oh, no.
Right.
Oh, shoot. What happened to Moon Spirit?
Moon Spirit, I saw, there it is. Moon Spirit, sorry about that. She wanted to know if there's any new love coming into her life, and if there's anything you can share about this new girl coming into her life.
Probably going to hate me for saying this, but like Moon Spirit has the energy of needing like 5 mates. Remember that show, Sister Wives? I either want sister wives in this way or brother husband. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know why, but girl, you have the energy of having like, you could have five mates. Okay. So why does that, so first off, love is coming. Clearly your spirit, whether you know it or not, can line them all up. And then to say, no, but one I like, sure. I'll give it till June for the one that you really want, the compatible one. Okay. She would be to me like a straight line with your free spirit. Obviously I feel you're very open, like incredibly open to have that many kind of potential mates. But not like clingy, not codependent. It looks like she has a dog. I see tattoos. I think she's a few years older than you, like 5 years older. And what's really crazy is they make me think she lives down the street, like down the way. So she might be within like half a mile of you, actually. You could end up bumping into her like in like, the Quickie Mart, that's a gas station or like a grocery store. There's something you do that people want. There's something you do. I wonder if Moon Spirit could work for us, honestly, not just because of her name, but really her spirit. And you're awful sweet, honey. This is a sweet person that would kind of like, I don't know, I want to say like tame you, because I don't want to tame anyone, but more like maybe ground you, like give you like a security and love that you've never had. So it wouldn't be so maybe up and down in your mind. Like, I don't think this person would create headiness for you. I think it would not be that kind of situation that you have to worry and panic. Like, you'd have a security in your mind. And that would be one of the biggest signs for you, is actually having a person that your mind becomes secure. That's what they say.
All right. Now moving on to our next
But you
question.
should try to go on those speed dates or something. Try to get in front of 5 people.
There you go.
It's a numbers game.
Yeah, thank you, Moon Spirit, for submitting your question today, and we really hope that you enjoyed that answer from Psychic Rika. One more question right before we switch over to our card pull section.
Oh,
of the live stream.
Susan!
Another one, a different Susan. She is wanting, or she's having a little bit of an overwhelming feeling to get a dog and kind of adopt. Is she kind of feeling wrong for this sort of energy? Is it kind of
I know,
Sue,
so I'm not going to lie to the general public.
I see. Is it kind of like a phase that she's feeling? And yes, this is what
Sue
she's
is
wanting to get some
busy.
validation on.
Sue is busy. Okay, Sue, that's so great. I told her, get on, you never know. And you did. That's funny. Okay, here, let's see. Does she need a dog? I know her deceased dogs though, Pinky and Barnaby. Or Pinky. I don't know. Not Barnaby's a horse. Okay. Oh, Sue, I don't know. I'm a sucker for you. Get a new dog. I want to call it Halo. You call it whatever you want. Get a doggy. I bet you it'd be great. The dog can go to the farm with you, right? And get a doggy. My answer is yes. Follow your intuition, your overwhelming feeling. That's what I say. I say yes.
Yes, absolutely. There's nothing better than just having that best friend around and just kind of, I don't know, just keeping spirits up. But definitely, I've heard, yes, if she just ended up, I guess.
Would it be like a shepherd?
Huh? One more time?
A shepherd dog? Maybe like a shepherd?
Oh, that would be a really
or a lab
good
or something. It doesn't feel like a Shih Tzu. You know what I'm saying? Like, it feels like a sturdy dog. And yeah, I don't know. I think it's the love. I think it's a great love. I can't say no to that dog.
Absolutely. Right. Thank you, Susan.
Thank you, Sue.
Well, she says, should she adopt or buy? What do you think?
Oh, I'm actually going more for the adoption over the buying. I feel more adoption. Like, that would be from a shelter, right? That's what that means versus a breeder. Yeah, I'm thinking adoption. I feel adoption, a shepherd. Yeah. I think you should adopt a dog.
All right. Well, unexpected. Did not expect that Susan was also a user or a caller of yours as well, Rika. Well, we're glad to get the two of you.
Yeah, Carson did not
connected.
know. I try not to tell Carson. I don't try to skew it any way.
But thank you, Susan, for submitting your questions today. And we were glad to get you connected with Psychic Rika here on the live stream today. We are going to be switching over to our card pull section of the live stream. We have so many really good questions. So we're going to try our best to answer a bunch in the form of card pulls, in the form of love card pulls, career, general, etc. Put those questions in the chat and we will try our best to answer them in the next 10-ish minutes or so. Rika is going to hop off about 5 minutes early today so that you can hop online on CaliforniaPsychics.com and answer your questions in a one-on-one psychic reading format.
Yeah, we could do even
Rika,
3 minutes is okay, but 10 more minutes.
Rika,
I don't
can you
want to
please
stop
let everybody
today.
know the next time, reiterate the next time you'll be online and available on CaliforniaPsychics.com?
My cards just flew away, so I'm going to speak while I'm getting them. I hope you can still hear me. I'll be on in 14 minutes, okay, for 3 hours. And I hope you can hear me, but my cards flew and I have to retrieve them. I'm getting excited. Now I want a 3-hour Facebook Live one day. We should do a marathon. Yeah, I would. I just volunteered myself.
That would be a lot for me.
Oh, yeah, that's right, Carson. I forgot about our helper. I forgot about our moderator. I'm sorry, Carson. Okay, I'll be on in 14 minutes for 3 more hours. I'll be on tomorrow morning from 6 to 8, and then from 12 to 3 Pacific Standard Time, Wednesday from 12 to 7, Thursday 6 to 8, and 12 to 3. And that will be my schedule for this week. And next week, it'll be exactly the same because I schedule myself every single week. And sometimes I might change like 1 hour in the morning or something like that.
Yes, and please click the link in the description of the live stream you're watching right now to find all that information on CaliforniaPsychics.com. You'll find Psychic Rika's profile and all the information she just mentioned as well. Now, moving on to our card pull section of the live stream, we have our first question here from Angelica, wanting to know if she can get a life path card in terms of what is new or what good news is coming for her in 2026.
Good news. Express. Great, right? It's just the way it goes. You ask the cards for some good news and they pop up the word defeat. And then they put the death card. You got the 5 of Swords and the death card. So the 5 of Swords is mental defeat, but mental defeat can be turned around. So the moment you have defeat, you can turn it to victory, and death would be massive change. So it might be trying to say that what looks like a defeat is actually a change in the right direction. I intuitively, before I picked the card, felt about you, Miss Angelica, that you had something you could start, like either your own project, your own, let's say you're a dancer, like you might start your own kind of dance project or, some sort of artistic project, or like you want to speak, or if you decide you want to go to school. There's a lot of beauty energy around you as well. But I say that what's happening is good news is coming for sure, but it's up to you to say, you know what? I'm going to turn all that defeat or anything that's not good news into my unbelievable transformation to my next life in this life. There's also something about a guy in a breakup. Let's be solo. Let's be solo. Let's connect to you. Anyway, your defeat's turning into a massive change in the right direction. Life change.
All right. Thank you,
good
Angelica,
news.
for submitting
Death is a good news card.
Yes, thank you, Angelica, for submitting that card pull question today. Hope you enjoyed that answer from Psychic Rika. Moving on to our next question, I saw one here from Ikasu. I wanted to know for love card if she should be moving on to somebody new or continue waiting until spring for ex-girlfriend to reach directly out. Now, I am kind of curious as to why.
Spring?
Probably why Crystal is going to be reaching out in the spring.
Probably because he was told, or there's something he knows she's finishing at that time. Probably someone should have told him that you have to wait till spring.
Let's go ahead and pull a love card for Iksu.
I shuffled these, I swear. The death card came again. In this case, though, stop waiting. 3 cards turned over for you, fine. You also got the 8 of Wands, which is a communication. Don't wait till spring. Don't wait till spring. I don't know. I am with Carson. Like, why do we have to wait till spring? I would call Crystal right now. I would call Crystal right now. I feel like as I say that, someone's like, no way. I would call Crystal right now. And if she doesn't communicate with you, then I want you to know all the prayers you put into her. This would be the star card, can break down stubbornness. And I would move on. I don't know why. I'm with Carson. Why spring, even if you were predicted it? No, don't wait. I say no wait. I say this one is talking about communication now. That's like communication's coming right now. Like someone needs to talk, and it's swiftness. So I think you should reach out to her. If you cannot reach out to her and you actually have to wait, well, you know what, move on. And if it's predicted that she's going to call, she would call anyway. And then maybe if you move forward, you might have a different feeling about whether you want her or not.
Wonderful. Thank you, Ikasu, for submitting that card pull question today. And we really hope that you enjoyed that card pull from Psychic Rika. Next question, as we move on quickly to answer as many questions as we possibly can in the next few minutes. We have one here from Shamika requesting a love card for her and Anthony. And I do want to reiterate for all our users, make sure you enter our Locked In on Love giveaway, where you can enter and receive up to receive a $500 reading credit to use on CaliforniaPsychics.com. No purchase necessary to enter.
Okay, and then after this too, if we want, we can just pick up a bunch of general cards too, so people can get lots of different cards. But let's see about these two cats over here. Okay, the Hermit card came up. So to me, for you, the Hermit card is a card of, if I want to be alone, I'm going to be alone. If I don't want to be alone, then I won't be alone. But you're always being guided by your light. So to me, if this guy is a person that you're able to be exactly who you are around them, then this is good love. If this is a love that you're thrown off your own path because you're having to constantly question their path and what's going on with them, then that probably does not sound like you. And I think your love needs independence. And I think your love needs, like, you have the ability to have your own prerogative. If you're chasing this person, I would say no. But honestly, I do think Anthony's a lovely person, and I do get energy there with that. But I guess the attitude you're supposed to have is you can take him or leave him. And maybe that's so that you have a better connection with manifesting, what mirrors you versus you trying to mirror someone else. Does that make sense? I think you're on mute, Carson.
No, yes, I was. All right. Thank you, Shamika.
She's to keep her independence. That's the answer.
Yes. Thank you, Shamika, for that card pull question. No worries. Now we have our next card pull here for June here, wanting to know for a career-related card, how will she do in her online business? Now, I believe
we have 2.5 more minutes here. Okay. God, it goes so fast. Oh, okay, June. Congratulations. Oh, good energy here. You have a nurse's heart, let me tell you. I think you could probably make anything turn to gold. The 3 of Cups came up for you, which obviously is abundance, celebration. 3s are usually breakthroughs, creativities, things like that. I think it's going to go overwhelmingly abundant. I think it's going to be incredibly successful. And I think you can monotonize it like a lot.
All right. Next question here is from Maria. And thank you, June, for submitting your question as well. Love card for her and Dave is Dave her person?
Okay. Oh, let's see here. Does he have feelings for you? You don't even know. Let's go with that one. Let's go with feelings before. Okay. You got the Universe card here. So I'd say this is a new beginning card, like the past is over, the new beginning. I do think he has feelings. I think you guys need to be together for 6 months to a year before we're really able to answer if he's the one. And I think that's important. I think sometimes we know right away and sometimes you need more information. But it does look like it's open to the universe. So what I would start doing is writing down the aspects of him that you would have to see in order to even consider him to be the one. Like, well, if Dave's going to be my one that I'm ending up with, this is the part of him I want to see. I want to see the part of him that communicates like this. I want to see the part of him that goes, gets me ice cream at the grocery store. I want to see the part of him that, opens the door, like whatever it is for you. But since the universe is open with this one, I would really get very clear about what qualities does the one exhibit, and then pull them out and say, if I can see these in Dave, then I will know. And that's how I want to answer this question. I think we have time for one more.
Okay. I saw one here from Andrea wanting to request a love card, please.
Okay, thank you. You know, I feel like this person is caught up in the past and she needs to let it go. I don't know why I want to call that past Johnny. It could really be any name. So let's see what the card says, if it matches that. Well, you got 7 of discs came up, which is failure. But this is a card that suggests like failure is what you think is going to happen, but is not necessarily the truth. So you might be stuck in failure. It doesn't mean it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. It just means that if we're stuck there, you may not be able to see, you know, what comes before the 7, which is success, or what comes after the 7, which is, I call it the flower tree, like where love can blossom step by step. You're kind of caught in between, you know, this idea that you can have it and that love can blossom. But I think that's because of the past. I think you haven't let go. If you can really just say, I turn my past into my happy future, or I'm willing to get over what's happened to me so I can enjoy love, I believe you'll be able to manifest that in the next 3 to 4 months. But currently it says that you may be stuck in false notions of failure. All right, kids. It pains me to have to leave you.
All right. Well, it looks like Rika is heading off to CaliforniaPsychics.com, which should be online and available for one-on-one psychic readings for those who are requesting, wanting to get a guaranteed answer to their readings and wanting to reach Rika through either phone call, online chat, or offline message. Now, we do have
headset ready.
Now, I
am leaving you with this card, the 8 of discs, which I just spoke about. It's called Prudence in this deck, the flower tree. Everyone today, go down and write down, if you could do anything you want, what would it be? And then after that, say, open my eyes and ears, the wisdom to go step by step, and just try it today.
Yes. Thank you, Rika, for leaving us with that message as well. Now, we want to wish you a good rest of your night as you get started with your calls today. So we will talk to you very soon. And thank you for being on the live stream today.
I love you guys. I'll see you next month. Thank you, Carson, very much. Thanks, everyone. I appreciate it. Goodbye.
There we go. Now, for those who are still with us now, we are going to have another live stream this upcoming Monday at the same time, another free live preview of California Psychics. But we also have another special live stream experience here on Wednesday at the same time as our this live stream. So for 1 hour, starting at 3 p.m. PT on Wednesday, we're going to be exploring psychic abilities and common misconceptions and how to develop your own psychic abilities with Psychic Marin. So tune in 2 days from now on Wednesday, January 28th, at the same time as this live stream for a 1 hour experience with Psychic Marin as we explore more about psychic abilities. We will also be returning next week with another free live preview of California Psychics. So until then, direct your questions to our wonderful psychics on CaliforniaPsychics.com. And do not forget to enter our psychic reading giveaway and win up to $500 in free reading credits and receive a free promo code for entering. Thank you so much, everybody, for attending today. And until next time, thank you, everybody.